I've been running away from a big storm all day. I hit a bump and now I'm leaking diesel. Look at all the mosquitoes here. This is gonna be bad. Well, good morning. Had a nasty storm through the night. Heavy winds and a lot of rain. And now it's just foggy and misty up here. All the RVs and vans left the area except for this one over here. Seems to be camping here for a long time. I'm gonna drive off the mountain today and head towards Sweden. Don't know how far I'm gonna get, but it's probably just gonna be a driving day today with this weather and everything. So got my coffee and it's 10 in the morning. Tomorrow it's gonna get down to freezing up here. I don't really care for that. The roads might get slippery and I have my summer tires on now, so very careful to stay out of icy roads. The roads occasionally get icy up here in summer, and it's something to be aware of with the weather forecast. Anyway, this is a beautiful place, but now you can't really see anything. out here to the side is Jotunheimen. You can see some glaciers and some really cool peaks out here. Look at this. Off the E6 heading east towards Sweden, and it's so windy today. I was hoping to fly my drone a little bit, but it's way too windy. Wouldn't be able to keep up with the van or anything, so just driving now without filming too much. So one of the reasons why I want to rush it a little bit more to get to the Arctic this year is because I want to see the midnight sun. Okay, we're approaching the border with Sweden. There's really nothing at the border. There's a customs station, but it's really an open border, so nothing much to it. look like there's anyone here today at all. It's the weekend actually. It's Friday night. It's 5:30, so probably closed down for the weekend. This is the actual border, and we're in Sweden. Looks like we got ourselves a little stampede here. I found my campsite I've used many times before. Look at the beautiful flowers outside. Cheers, my friends. Now that was a long day of driving. Drove around 400 kilometers. 250 miles-ish, and some of those roads are kind of annoying to drive. There's so much bumps from the winter. It's time for dinner now. I'm super hungry. It's 7 o'clock, and I'm gonna have some pasta with a meat sauce today. Gonna have this meat sauce here. It's basically basil and tomatoes. Pretty warm in here now. Had to cover the front windows to keep some of the sunlight out. I should probably have had some outside thermal covers. That would be much more efficient. That's dinner for 3 right there. Very simple and quick meal to make. I had this ground beef with some vegetables in it that I needed to get rid of, so good timing for that. I got a lake out here and a lot of mosquitoes already, so I'm running my Mr. Mosquito chaser that runs on electricity. The Mr. Mosquito thing is kind of similar to a thermocell, but you plug it into power, uses only that and those blue mats. I need to find out a better way to screen the front windows from the sun. I should probably have some outside thermal insulation for when the sun is baking hot. It's kind of warm here, and there's thunderstorms in the mountains, and could be a couple of exciting days with a lot of weather. I'm heading north now, so hoping that I can find good weather up north, but you never know. It looks warmer actually. In the mountains where I left was gonna be down to freezing tomorrow. Sweden is really nice in summer. I really enjoy all the flowers and how green it is, and all the red little cabins. Gonna take a look at the maps now and see if I should travel through Finland. There's a few places way up north in the Arctic that I want to get to pretty fast. Places that are really spectacular, like right into the Barents Sea. The next thing you'll see is the North Pole. So if you enjoy the videos, I really appreciate it if you would like the video and subscribe. Helps a lot with the algorithm on YouTube for my channel. So I'd be really grateful if you did that. So the mosquito covers or nets that cover the windows and everything, they are completely useless, now being eaten alive inside, and I'm guessing the Mr. Mosquito thing hasn't started working yet. Anyway, got some dessert today. That is good. Had the same issue last year, and that's when I started using the Mr. Mosquito thing, and it helped a lot through the night. Didn't have any problem, but now my feet are already eaten raw, so that's a bummer. So this is the Mr. Mosquito thing that I'm using, plugging this into an electric outlet. This side here, and there's this little blue mat, kind of similar to the thermocell, that gives off some kind of fumes or gas or something that the mosquitoes do not like. So the mosquitoes don't try to get into the van. been raining a lot through the night. Still raining. You can see the drops on the window here. I managed to keep the mosquitoes out by using the Mr. Mosquito. Oh wow. Started raining quite heavily now. I need to get going, but just the atmosphere and the coziness of sitting inside here in summer rain. So I'm on the road again, driving up through Sweden. Gonna do probably 300 kilometers today, 200 miles. It's mostly forest, gonna be raining a bit, but hoping to get as far as possible today. Gonna get past Östersund and Strömsund. That's the plan. This is pretty crazy. Massive shower here. It's a little bit of hail in it. So I'm in Strömsund now. Gonna find a place to camp here, I think. It's 5, driven 300 kilometers. So I think that's a good time to call it a night. And I kind of got ahead of the big storms, and I think it's gonna catch up to me again later tonight. Strömsund kind of feels like the gateway for me to northern Sweden. Stayed here a couple of times before in winter, and now I'm gonna drive down to the river, and into the river we'll dive. I'm gonna go down to the river and find a camp spot. I hope it's available. Looks like there should be a lot of space, so I should be able to find a spot. It's 19 degrees Celsius. That is around 66 degrees Fahrenheit. And let's see if we can find this river spot. This should be exciting to see if it's a good spot or not. Still got 2 bars of 5G. Crossing the railway. This is pretty awesome. I could stay right here by this dam, or I could go up further, closer to the lake. Let me have a look. Just doing leftovers today. Leftovers from yesterday's dinner. Getting 3 dinners out of that. It's Vanlife, so I'm keeping it simple, eating straight out of the pot. Still good. Very cool camp spot this. A lot of shoreline over here behind the camera, and this dam here is making really cool waterfall sound, so that's gonna be fun to sleep to. new container for my coffee. Well, good morning. Posted the first episode of this series to my YouTube channel yesterday. So now I'm gonna go and reply to some comments while I'm having my coffee here. Had a shower this morning. It's always good to be able to shower in your own van when you're out in summer. I really love that. It's just so refreshing. I got a new coffee tray here with a little bit more color, and I made a fruit tray as well. Cheers, my friends. Here comes the rain. Back to it. Time to move on. I really love this campsite here. I'm posting it to my Patreon and to my members here on YouTube. I like to post maps for my Patreon members and my YouTube channelship members so that you can see my favorite camp spots and my routes and places of interest. So if you sign up to Patreon or as a member of my channel, you'll get access to my maps. So let's go. Gonna head further north. Not gonna cross the polar circle today, but probably tomorrow. So let's continue up Sweden. I'm in Dorotea now, and I just crossed into Lapland, the Sami country that is shared between Norway, Sweden and Finland. I also believe historically a little bit of Russia, but I'm not really sure about that. So next will be the polar circle in about 500 kilometers or 350 miles-ish. I have arrived in the little town of Vilhelmina, which is a pretty nice little place here. I love these little Swedish towns in Lapland. It's got its own vibe. at a very remote camp spot. Looks really cool. I'm gonna see if I can access it. Looks like it could be a little bit difficult to get to. Pretty tight access. Haha, super tight. Maybe I should have accessed from the other side. Anyway, let's just take it extremely slow. Oh. This is pretty cool. Big spot. A lot of room. Let's see how close we can get to the river. Look at all the mosquitoes here. This is gonna be bad. It's crazy. Well, this spot here in the forest is somewhat good, but I don't think I'm gonna stay here because... Okay, I got another place I want to try here. Found this spot. Wasn't quite as good as I had hoped. A lot of people here, but I'm gonna take it for the night. And leftovers again. The third dinner I get from this spaghetti and meat sauce I made the other day. Put some cheese in this time, and just gonna have a quick meal. Cheese is nice. I've been running away from a big storm all day. Been driving in it a little bit, and then I've been driving out of it, and I think it's coming up here to get me. Much less mosquitoes here than the other place I was looking at.
Just getting started. Day 18. 20. Going over 50 mile an hour. Morning of day 22. I slept in this morning. It was a little bit chilly. I was in a nice shade of sun. Just enjoyed a little extra sleep on the hard ground. We're going to divert, follow a ridge line I've always wanted to walk. Let's see if we can find a way to the bottom of the mountain. Dropping down into the mud hole spring area. Nice little aspen grove here. Good water. We are so far away from any place. All faded. Okay, happy something to somebody. 50-mile mountain. More. Dropping down into the mud hole spring area. Nice little. Want to take a look over the ledge? Here, I'll let you do it. I don't want to put my neck that far out.
we got what we call vacation weather. It's basically heavy rain, and that's Nordic vacation weather. It's July 1st today, and normally this rain will go on for as long as people have vacations, which is usually through July. So a few dreary weeks here with this weather. We'll see. Today I'm gonna head north to the polar circle and cross into the Arctic. So looking forward to that. Gonna go to Jokkmokk, which is one of my favorite Swedish towns. Oh yeah, it's really picking up now, this rain here. The sky is opening up. Wow. crazy weather now. Wow. This is the worst rain of the summer so far. So this is Arvidsjaur, one of those small Swedish towns up north here. Not quite in the Arctic yet. Just got gas here. Gonna turn around and head out of the city. Okay, I should pass through the polar circle in a few kilometers and we should be in the Arctic. First stop will be in Jokkmokk and get some supplies, and I have a camp spot I want to see if it's available just outside of Jokkmokk. So here we are at the polar circle. Here we are. Over there is the Polar Circle Monument. Not stopping here today. That's it. We're in the Arctic and we're gonna be staying in the Arctic for several weeks, if not months. We'll have to see about that. Whatever happens, happens. That's the good thing about this van life. There's no schedule you need to follow. The only schedule is get winter tires on your van in time for winter. Summer in the Arctic. Here we are, Jokkmokk. And let's go to ICA supermarket. Look at this one. So I hit a bump and now I'm leaking diesel, and these friendly people at Mecca in Jokkmokk, they were able to take me in and start searching right away. So let's hope we find something that is not too bad. Okay, good guys at Mecca in Jokkmokk, and it seems like there was nothing wrong. It was just that I hit the bump with a newly filled up tank of diesel, and it came up over the top, and it was leaking for a little while, and we did some checking and dismantled some of the stuff, and it seems to be working fine now, no leak. So I'm gonna find a place to camp nearby, and then I'm gonna come back here tomorrow in case there is something more. Really relieved now.